In the old city of Madurai lived a young man. He lived under a tree, always meditating, always engrossed in cosmic bliss and the divine rhythms of the universe. The king of Madurai was a noble man, and he cared for his people. So every night, disguised as a common man, he would wander across the city of Madurai to ensure that everything is all right. And while passing through the city, he would always see this young man sitting under this tree like a statue without any movement. Finally, one night, the king could not control his curiosity and he stopped his horse near the tree and said, "Young man, forgive me for disturbing your meditation." The young man opened his eyes and said, "There is no need for any apology because I am not meditating, I am meditation. Nobody can disturb it, but whatever your curiosity is, please fulfill it." The king said, "I would love you to come to my palace. I will take care of you. There is no need to sit under this tree, seeing you sitting here so silently like the ancient figure of Buddha. I have fallen in love with your silence, your gestures. I invite you to come with me to my palace. I am the king." This is how the barbarous mind functions. The king asks the young man to come to his palace, inviting him, but deep down his unconscious wants him to not to accept his invitation because that would mean he was still desirous of luxuries and palaces. But the young man simply stood up and he said, "I am coming." Immediately the whole scene changed. The king thought, "What have I done? This man is still interested in the luxuries of a palace, being the guest of a king. This is not a great saint." Now, this is the old perception of how a saint should be, that he should be as uncomfortable as possible. Discomfort is religion. Sick, hungry, torturing oneself in thousands of ways, and then you can become a great saint. This fellow had suddenly fallen from his sainthood in the mind of the king. But now it was too late. He could not take his word back. It would be too ungentlemanly. But the young man was watching everything. He didn't say anything. The king provided for him the best part of the palace with servants and girls to look after him. And he accepted everything. With each acceptance, he was falling down in the scale of saintliness. What kind of saint he was? He accepted a beautiful king-size bed. He accepted all the delicacies of the palace. The king said, "My God, what kind of a stupid person am I? This man has deceived me. It seems like he tricked me by sitting there every night silently like a Buddha. He knew I passed him by at the same time every night. He knew that I would be caught, and he caught me. And now it is very difficult either to swallow him or to spit him out. He is inside the palace." But how long can you carry such a state of mind? After 6 months, one day, early in the morning, when they were taking a walk together in the garden, the king said to him, "One question has been continuously harassing me, and I want to get rid of it. Because of it, for 6 months, I have not slept well." The young man said, "You can ask any question." The king said, It hurts me to ask, but I want to know what the difference is between me and you. You live in the palace, you enjoy all the luxuries. What is the difference between me and you? The young man said, I knew that this question was going to arise one day. In fact, it arose the same moment I stood up to follow you. You are not a very courageous man. You should have asked immediately, why waste 6 months and for 6 months unnecessarily disturb your sleep? I can answer your question, but not here. You have to come with me outside the boundary of your kingdom. It was not far away. The boundary of his kingdom near the river was just a few miles away. The king said, what is the need to go there? You can answer me here. He said, no, there is a need. Both went past the river. Standing on the other shore, the young man said, my answer is that I am going ahead. Are you coming with me? The king said, how can I come with you? I have a palace, I have a kingdom, I have my wife, my children. I have thousands of worries and problems to solve. How can I come with you? And the young man said, do you see the difference? I am going. I don't have any palace. I don't have any wife. I don't have any problems. I was as happy under my tree as I have been happy in your palace. Not a bit more or a bit less.